Hello and a very warm welcome to ET Studios. I'm your host Himanshi Tiwari, joining you from the Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit 2024. For this session, I'm joined in by Pradeep S Mehta, as the Secretary General at Cuts International. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us here. It's a pleasure.
My pleasure.
All right, sir, we are here at the Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit. How do you foresee this event? How is this event going to impact the economy or the business environment of Rajasthan in the next few years?
That's $1 million question. The outcome will all depend upon the kind of follow-up and the implementation mechanism that they set up.
Okay.
If you look at the past history of investment summits, the success rates have been very poor.
Yeah.
And for that, to a large extent, what matters is how the bureaucracy responds. There is a political will,
Yeah.
but political will is not sufficient
Yeah.
because ultimately there are three problems.
Okay.
Himanshi?
Yeah.
Implementation, and implementation.
Yeah. All right, sir. Thank you so much. Implementation, and implementation is what you said. So, of course, we're going to see how the program or how the impact will be there in the upcoming 5 years. Of course, the execution also matters a lot when it comes to these programs. But considering Rajasthan's unique position, how can the state attract global investments in green and sustainable industries?
How can Rajasthan attract green investment or green growth? That would depend very much on. Now, if you look at the three important sectors in Rajasthan,
Okay.
mining, tourism, and industry basically.
Yeah.
Now, all this will require a new approach, a new thinking in terms of not only sustainability issues,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also digital issues,
Yeah.
and thirdly, gender issues. Now, so far, the gender focus has been very poor, though fortunately the Chief Minister has made a very strong announcement on that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what role do you see Cuts International playing in fostering trade and investment partnership for Rajasthan's growth?
See, we have a partnership with the government of Rajasthan to promote trade and investment, particularly from countries where we have a free trade agreement or
Okay.
a comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. For example, Australia, Switzerland, Norway, etc., etc., and UAE. US is an outlier, but yet we have maximum number of trade and investment flows from US.
All right.
Now, what we are doing is we're building capacity of government officials and of small industries in order to be able to take advantage of the opportunities which will arise. Number one. Number two, we are also playing honest brokering, sort of matchmaking between, investor and recipient here. We are also
Okay.
looking at partnerships,
Okay.
in industries. For example,
Okay.
in the SME sector,
Okay.
which is what I'm going to speak about
Yeah.
now,
Okay.
is on the area of defense, for example. There's a
Okay.
very huge scope.
Okay.
Now, so there are several examples. What we plan to do is to work with the government. We have a partnership with them which goes beyond the summit and
Yeah.
work out a strategy as to not only implementation, but as to what could be the focus of various things. Now, what we cannot do under this MOU is to see how they will deal with the governance issues.
Yeah.
That is something which the political will has to do. Fortunately, we have a chief minister who's an honest person. So we do expect that he will crack the whip on dishonesty.
All right, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective. What is your vision for the state in the upcoming 5 years, if you can sum it up for us?
I'm an optimist, and I think that with the BJP government led by the dynamic Narendra Modi in
Yeah.
the center and the state government here of the
Yeah.
same party, we would have much more coordination, much more coherence between union government policies and state government
State.
policies to take forward the state.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for being a part of this session. Thank you so much for sharing your perspectives.
My
And
pleasure.
to our viewers, stay tuned for more such videos only at ED Studios, as we are joining you from the Rising Rajasthan Global Investment Summit 2024.